Hey FLOSSTUBE, happy Easter Sunday. It's Lee here from Creative Lee. It's Sunday 12th of April 2020. Day, can't remember of lockdown. Don't know anymore what day it is. Except thank goodness the phone knows, right? I was talking to my dad yesterday, and he said he hasn't got around. We had daylight saving change last weekend, go back for autumn, and he's said he's got so many digital clocks that each time he can't remember how to change all of them, but thank goodness his phone knows to change the time automatically and what day it is. So yeah, it's kind of a little bit same except I am working normally, so got the 4-day weekend, which just means yeah, not working, but everything else is the same. I need to make this a pretty quick video. I'm making English muffins this morning, and I've just put them on for their second proof, so I shaped them into the little rounds and put them out, so I think it's about 16 minutes, so we'll see how we go. I mean, I can pause, right? Cool. So, because of mail and all that stuff, no haul, still waiting for various things. I think I've got three or four things that are between payment and delivery, so it's going to be, when stuff does arrive, it's going to be like, wow, pretty cool. But anyway, as I said last week, I decided I was going to break out this stash of 14 count Ada that's been sitting there for a while, including stuff that I've used in the past, like when I say in the past, in the 90s, and stuff that a friend gave me to do something with. I must say, stitching on 14 count Ada is quite the experience. I mean, the holes are big and it's really quick to stitch on, but man, does it choose the floss. You don't get nearly as much. Yeah, it's just been a while since I've stitched on 14 count Ada, so it's kind of been fun. But yeah, I'm going to make a book, a fabric patchworky book, I think, out of a number of the Be Well and Stitch, or Stay Home and Stitch. There's a number of different hashtags linking various free patterns that are around, and I have stitched a few. So I basically didn't pull out any of my whips until the weekend, which for me started on Friday, and I basically just have been working through my dining table. Has all my stuff, all my floss and fabric and bits and pieces, and I just pick a design, quickly kit it up and get stitching. So I thought I'll whip through those first, and I'm gonna put the Instagram names for everybody on the screen, because I can't be bothered doing it in the description, but it's on screen, so if you're interested. But a lot of them can be found. I think I found all of these at this stage have been saved by Michelle Bendy Stitchy on her Instagram. She's got I'm going to say favourites, or yeah, folder of favourites. She's got a couple of ones. Be Well ampersand Stitch, and the other is Be Well and Stitch, all typed out. Anyway, first one that I did this on Sunday evening, really quick stitch. This is a modification of Teresa Kogut. She had an extra couple of lines, and I think it was Be Calm, Be Well, Stay Home, Stitch On, or Be Calm, Stay Home, Be Well, Stitch On. But I didn't have enough. I wanted to do it on this one piece of cream Ada that I had. I didn't have a long enough piece, so I just modified it. And I used some of that horrible, DNC metallic E3 something. But it's fine. You just have to use shorter pieces and be prepared for it to fray. And this is 3371. It's just dark brown and a bit of gold, and I think it looks really cool. So that was Sunday evening. Yeah, as I said, pretty quick stitch, because basically one thread colour. Then on Monday evening, I might have started at lunch. I think I did the tree at lunchtime. Had a little break and I did the tree. This is it's at Carol X Stitch, and it is on white, which, whoa, I don't stitch on white, like white. And I mean, it would be nice, I would like it better if it was not on white, but I have lots of white, so. But yeah, so this is a mixture. I made a couple little changes, slight change to the ear on the dog, and I added this row of grass just because I felt everything was a bit floaty. Otherwise, and I mean there's a mistake up here, but whatever, so I didn't unpick it. So the tree is actually modified. This is using mostly, I think that's 898. Is that a colour? 895, 898, 898. Not the 3371, slightly lighter in the roof. The green is a variations, DMC variations, and I think the brown of the dog and the tree trunk is a Victorian motto, and the house is one of my Victorian motto threads from the Fabulous Red collection. And this house, I got very excited and had to unstitch. Here was fine, and somehow here I did, this meant to be 6 threads and I did 4 and I stitched. Anyway, there was quite a bit of frogging went on that blooming house, but that's okay. It got done. So yeah, that's kind of cool. It was Monday. Tuesday, I decided to lunchtime start this one. I think it's a Russian designer, or at least they use, it's not an English designer, based on the, it could be Ukraine, right? I don't know, Russian or that part of the world anyway. And it's Be Well by Christia_Gevorkian. Sorry about that. Picked up some of this took me quite a long time because there's quite a lot of stitching, and then the back stitching, and then the French knots, all the French knots in the 2 shades of yellow, which don't look too close. This kind of reminds me of those 90s designs where that kind of country look. It's cute though, right? So I made a couple of changes to it. It's charted not with fractional stitches, but I made the fractionals, which of course on 8 is fun, but splitting the threads. So I like the colour to sit inside the lines, not to, that's me. And I changed something else. The B slightly modified again just to make it work with fractionals. And I mean, my French knots aren't exactly where they're charted, but it's, yes, it has half stitches in this background, and just, I'm pretty sure I used the DMC that was charted. Yeah, I did. Anyway, that's kind of good. But it took me, I started on Tuesday lunchtime, and then I stitched Tuesday evening, and then I carried on Wednesday. So this pretty much took me 2 evenings and 2 lunchtimes, and even a little bit in the morning. There's quite a little bit of stitching. I mean, I think all the French knots I did on, I might have actually done all the French knots on Thursday morning, I think. Just got up and did them while I had my morning coffee before I started work. That's the other change I made. They were charted for 4 strands of DMC, and I did 3 strands of DMC for the French knots, because 4's a lot. That's thick. And they would have been massive. So yeah. Then on possibly my favourite one, I think, after the Teresa Kogut, is on, where are we up to? Thursday. Thursday I stitched this, which is Jeanette Douglas, and this is on, you know, very, very coarse to stitch on natural Aida. So it's all on Aida 14 count, and this is my own modification. I think it's all charted for over dyes, but in all the I think it had at least 4 different like weeks. The other ones, Gentle Arts, etc. But I used mostly Victorian Motto from the variegated collection and from the Fabulous Red collection. There are 4 or 5 shades. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 shades of different reds. It's a little bit more obvious in person. And then I also used a DMC variations and then a couple of DMCs just to, so these are both Victorian Motto. One of the green, the darker green is just a solid DMC, and the lighter kind of ambery colour is a solid DMC. And then I think the outside on the chart was charted for something quite light, and I just went with whatever colour I picked, and then I stitched the same colour into here. I think these two were different colours on the chart, but I just was like, it'll do. I like it. That was really quick, very, very quick stitch, so easily finished that on Thursday night. I think I've got that right. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. Then I picked up, this one is by Soy Didi. Let's look on the screen. Atelier Soy Didi, I think. And this is again on that horrible brown stuff, but I stitched this one. I started it on Thursday night. No, I started this on Friday evening and did the bottom border, and then I stitched a little bit. I stitched up to here yesterday evening, and then I just finished that this morning, this top border this morning. And then, so it's all in Sumptuous Red by Victorian Motto. Again, one of the reds from the Fabulous Red collection. This is a different one than the other reds. So pretty much all the reds, I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've used 6 of the reds from the Fabulous Red collection for the 1, 2, 3 pieces that I've stitched red on. It's fun. Oh, it's so nice to stitch with. It is really, really, it's lovely. It's lovely and soft. I don't know how she makes it soft when it's a DMC base. So anyway, I don't get it. And then I just added black thread for the liner thread. Thought about doing gold for the scissors and needle, and I was like, no, I'll just keep this one pretty much mono apart from that skein of thread. So this is another quick little stitch. Yeah. So that is 5 down. I think I plan to do 12 at least, but at this stage I've got heaps of 14 count, and they're nice little things to pick up at lunchtime and have a little break from work and to do in the evening. So at the moment I'm just going to carry on while I'm enjoying it, right? So I've still got, yeah, I've got heaps of Aida. So I had thought about using 28 count even weaves that I've got, but I have other plans for those for different projects, so I'm just going to stick with a 14 count, and I wish I had more cream, but I don't. That's just how it is. I do have one of those mottled printed, so I got pre-cut bits. I think it's called country or and it's weird kind of yellowy, so we might break that out yet. So that's my 5 Be Well and Stitch things thus far, and then on Friday, because Easter Friday, I picked up Night Walked Down, and I stitched on this a lot on Friday and a lot yesterday. I must admit I did quite a bit of stitching and not much else, because you know, hey, we're in lockdown, what else are we going to do? So where's me little bits and bobses? Okay, so Night Walk Down by the Blue Flower that I'm stitching on 40 count pewter linen from Picture This Plus. And last time I had finished last time I had done all of the floral on this side, and I picked it up and I need a thing. I didn't put it on a board because my board's quite big and I need to get, anyway. One day when we get out of lockdown to make improvements to this workflow. Okay, here we go. So, here she is. I did her, and she's put her hand out. I haven't done the moon yet. Again, the moon, I'm not sure how I'm going to change that. And then I got the cat done. That cat, okay, I did the cat first. This cat has used 3 of its 9 lives. I just frogged the bloody thing twice. I started with the front leg and I stitched up, and then I went, did all the cat. I went, right, I'll come back down and finish the legs. And I realised I'd missed 3 rows and my cat was short and stumpy. So I frogged the whole freaking cat out, finished that leg, and finished that thread, then, you know, carried on, and I got halfway up the body, and I looked at it and I went, why is my cat blue? And I picked up, because this is DMC 310, and their border is wrought iron. I can't remember which got thing here, right? Wrought iron by Gentle Arts, and I picked up Gentle Arts, so I had this freaking, and it's quite a blue. When you look next to black, it's blue. So this blimmin' blue, blue-black stripe through my cat. So I frogged that out. I think I done 2 lengths of the thread, which when it's on woody count goes quite far. So frogged that out again, and then so this cat has been, parts of this cat have been stitched 3 times, so it has used its 3 of its lives. But anyway, this is a grey, it's called Victorian Grey in Victorian Motto, and I decided to stitch it up and down so that the stripes, there'd be variegation in her skirt, and it's quite a purpley bluey grey, which the original colour is supposed to be seaweed, which no one can get because it was a limited edition, and on the chart it looks kind of grey-y, so I think, anyway, so that is her, and I think it looks like, I'm thinking like, you know, like moonlight coming down. Did my little crosses, and then I carried on and I got all of the vine work and the leaves done, and I did that yesterday. So all I have to do is 6 flowers and the owl in the up here, the phrase, and then the moon and all the little sprinkly bits, the little stars and what have you in the background. So I am well on the way to getting this close to a finish, and it looks a bit, it's probably a better colour there. Yeah, and I'm really pleased to get her done, and I'm glad I frogged the cat. I didn't want a stumpy little cat. Yeah, so that is, yeah, Friday and Saturday I did all of the vine and all of the centre stuff. So I and I watched while I stitched yesterday. So basically while I stitched those, I watched the whole of a season of something. I think it only had 6 episodes. What was it called? It was weird. It's a British series, and it was called Gold Digger, and I don't know, it seemed like partway through they changed directors or something. The mood of it changed, the tone of it changed. It was really, like, I love British drama, but this was, I think, not the best. It was not the best drama. It was disjointed, and yeah, as I said, the tone changed. Like, it was, is this a thriller? Is this a redemption? I don't know, it was weird, and kind of like, anyway, I don't know. there was whispers at the way people are like, oh, the way it finished, there should be a sequel. I'm like, who really cares? I don't really care. I mean, I'd probably watch it if it came on, but I pretty much just had that running in the background while I stitched, so I didn't have to be too invested in it. Look up every now and then, see what's going on. But anyway, I don't know. There are other things that are better out there than Gold Digger. It's called Gold Digger. Anyway, yeah, that's it. So that is my stitching. All I've been doing is this weekend is stitching, baking, bit of housework, slowly working through doing a bit of a spring clean in autumn, and staying home because that's what you do when you're on lockdown. Anyway, I'm going to go finish off my muffins, and I haven't had any breakfast, and I'm basically making brunch. So I'm going to make muffins, and I've got bacon. I don't buy bacon. I probably have bacon in the house maybe twice, unless I'm cooking a specific recipe. So I'm going to treat myself to Lee McMuffins. Hey, my surname's McDonald, so I can say that. So I've got bacon. I'll make bacon eggs and make a McMuffin or two, and that will be my brunch, my Easter Sunday brunch. Take care, everybody. Enjoy your stitching. Be well. Stay home. Let's kick coronavirus in the butt. We're full on aiming for elimination here in New Zealand. I think we can do it if people just behave. And as always, don't let your needles rust. Ciao.